This week on Pierced Off Garage, kind of doing a recap on the Camaro build. We'll be doing an update on the wagon, the two-door, and we'll be meeting Enzo, little shop dog. I guess we'll start off with the what's going on with the wagon and the two-door. The wagon is just about as disassembled as we need it for parts for the two-door. The two-door should be here this weekend or possibly next weekend, so we can get started moving parts over from the wagon over to the two-door, and we'll know what else we would need to get off the wagon to put onto the two-door that we don't already have, or maybe something went bad. All the air ride, we still haven't decided if we're going to do a body swap, because from what I understand, the X-frames are the same from the two-door, four-door, and all the wagons in 64, I guess 58 to 64. So we don't know if we're going to move the suspension individually or we're going to do a whole frame swap. Depends on the shape of the frame of the wagon. We don't know if it's bent or twisted or whatnot yet. We definitely want to get the disc brake rear, disc brakes in the front, the drop spindles, and all the air ride. Move it from the wagon over to the two-door so that Mom can, ride low, just like everything else around here. But I guess we can start with the Camaro. I'll kind of give you a backstory. I bought the Camaro. Well, my dad helped me buy the Camaro when I was 16. We've always really enjoyed the first-gen Camaros, 67, 8, 9. My dad's always had a soft spot for the 67s. He actually has a fully restored 67. It's a factory big block, 4-speed, deluxe interior, really nice car. I'll show you a picture here. So we got the car. I was 16. It had just a small block. I think it was a 350 with a turbo 350 transmission. Got it home, got it all cleaned up, got it started, got it running, driving. And my dad's always said that, a muscle car shouldn't be an automatic. So we went on the search for a Muncie 4-speed, found the 4-speed. That's when I really learned how to dig into these cars and stuff. And we 4-speed swapped it in my dad's, he had a little shop behind his house. Made it a 4-speed. Changed all the bushings, ball joints, made it real reliable, put a new windshield in it, and I decided I wanted a little more power. Just like anybody else at 16, they need more power, of course, and we took the engine out. It was a 350 now that I remember. We bought a little stroker kit for it, made it a 383, a little bit bigger carburetor, kind of a lumpy cam, nothing too crazy, just a good streetable, drivable setup. Anyway, fast forward, I went to the Air Force. The car kind of sat in my parents' garage for, 5, 6 years, 7 years. Finally made it to Shreveport, brought the car down, had big plans, decided to build a few other vehicles before it, because I wanted to kind of do this one to where it's a forever car versus just, these builds that are come and go every day, your crew cabs. And I think 2 summers ago, I called up my buddy Daniel Everett at Everett Fab, and I said, hey, look, man, I think it's about time to start on the Camaro. See what you can do to help me narrow the rear end. I had a Ford 8.8 for it, and build kind of a back half with a Fat Fab's 4-link. He said, bring it over. So we took it over there. He asked me what size wheels I wanted to run. I wasn't sure yet. Called up, I guess, Hot Rod by Boyd, called Chris Coddington. He talked to him directly on the phone. I told him what I wanted to do with the look I wanted to go with. He said, let's do some 20 by 12s in the rear, the biggest offset we can do, and do a 19 up front. So we did 19 by 8 and a 20 by 12 in the rear. Tires are pretty cheap for a 20 by 12. It's a 345, 25, I believe. And up front we did I don't know what the tire size was, but we matched the sizes perfectly. Anyway, Daniel got the wheels tucked up under there. We got the rear end all narrowed, 4-link built, back half built. So from there I took it to my buddy Zach's house. I had already purchased the 5.3, I believe, out of a Tahoe or a Silverado, whatever it was. I already purchased a 5.3 out of something. And I had bought a turbo kit from On3. On3 makes a single turbo kit for these first-gen Camaros that are LS swapped. Pretty good kit. Comes with the 76 millimeter turbo, the intercooler, all the piping, and the forward-facing headers, all your couplers, everything you need, oil feed, oil drain. Bought a sloppy stage 2 cam. Holley Terminator X is my engine management system. Then it comes to transmission. I was going to do a T56. T56s are getting to be like $2,000, $2,500 a piece, and they're really hard to come by. So if you break one, you're pretty much out. You know, you could be out a few months looking for one. So the internet, of course, wins again. They said that like a Chevy Colorado 5-speed behind the ones that are coming behind the 5-cylinder. So a 5-speed from the 5-cylinder Colorados, it's called an AR5. There's a company called FabBot. FabBot makes an adapter plate and kit. So you get clutch, pressure plate flywheel. I think it's a 4L60 bell housing, 4L60E bell housing that adapts to their adapter plate. Then you can bolt your Colorado transmission to it. The internet says it's good for 600-700 horsepower, and that's with traction. And this car doesn't get traction ever. It just spins. I guess we can take a look at the car. Like I said, these are the Boyds. These are 19x8s in the front. We did a 20x12 in the rear. Boyds. Inside, you can see the floor is still all cut out. That's the narrow 8.8. You can see the 2x3 back half, running shocks, disc brakes front and rear. The front's pretty much stock. Fuel system, I'm running it's an eBay fuel cell, pretty dirty right now. And we're running a Holley fuel pump, fuel filter combo, AN lines front to back -10 with feed and return. One little compressor, one little tank, and a slam block, just temporarily to get the car up and down. Under the hood though, like I said, On3 Performance, 76mm single turbo. Yep, one turbo. I shaved the firewall. Kind of did that a step-by-step. Holley fuel regulator. Like I said, eBay upper control arms. The whole engine base relatively clean. I guess we need to hear it. Here's Enzo. He's Shop Dog, Best Welder, Employee of the Month. He's gonna be in every video. If y'all want to see more Enzo, just let us know. Hey, buddy. I guess that pretty much do it for today. Like I said, like and subscribe. We'll give more updates as the time comes. We're gonna get the 2-door here probably the next couple weeks, and we'll start swapping parts over. And the build, like I said, it'll be done for last resort in October.